Even go! Yeah. Good job.
No, we get.
Whew, good job. Squad needed it. Played Fever way. I love it. More of them.
The Indiana Fever may have had a rocky start to the season, but Caitlin's comeback game was everything her fans were hoping for: fire, leadership, and an undeniable statement to the league. Grab your popcorn, because this game was packed with highlights, drama, and a whole lot of heat. Let's set the stage. Caitlin Clark had just missed a game after sustaining a minor injury scare, and there was growing speculation about whether the Indiana Fever could bounce back without her. Some critics were starting to doubt her ability to carry the team, and there were whispers at the Liberty, a veteran squad with playoff ambitions, would overwhelm the young Fever team even with Clark back. But Caitlin didn't let the noise get to her. From the moment she stepped on the court at Gainbridge Fieldhouse, her intensity was undeniable. She came out with something to prove, not just to her critics, but to her teammates, her fans, and maybe even herself.
Ready to go.
I think you're just excited more than anything. It gets kind of difficult when you prepare for a game. Obviously, when I'm on the bench, still knowing the scout, knowing everything that the other team's going to do, and still trying to mentally prepare and go through everything like I'm going to play, even though I knew I wasn't going to play. So, doing that, but also knowing I was going to be able to be active today, I think gives you a little extra juice. So I'm certainly excited just to get back out there, get playing, and really good opportunity for us at home here, coming off of a loss. So it's a big game.
The opening quarter was a masterclass in leadership and pace setting. Clark wasted no time getting the crowd hyped. She drilled a deep three just minutes into the game, a classic logo range bomb that had the arena erupting. It wasn't just a shot, it was a message. I'm back, and I'm not holding anything back. She followed that up with a pinpoint, no-look assist to Aaliyah Boston on the block. It's that connection, the Clark-Boston duo, that Fever fans have been hoping to see develop, and it looks stronger than ever in this game. Clark's confidence and rhythm were infectious. You could feel the energy shift. The Fever were moving faster, playing smarter, and play with a chip on their shoulder. Now, let's be clear, the New York Liberty are no pushovers. With Brianna Stewart, Sabrina Ionescu, and Jonquil Jones, they're one of the most dangerous squads in the WNBA, and they came to play.
Just coming into this after 2 weeks off, do you anticipate being on a minutes restriction today?
Not that I've been told. I don't anticipate, a certain level. I'm not a huge fan of minute restrictions. I think that's silly. I told them, I don't want to come back unless I'm 100% full go. Why would I be out there to play 20 minutes? I'm out there to win and give everything I have for this team.
Stewart answered Clark's early fireworks with some incredible mid-range scoring, and Ionescu hit back-to-back threes of her own to momentarily silence the Fever crowd. But the key here is that Clark never let up. She matched every Liberty run with a counterattack, whether it was drawing fouls, driving hard to basket, or feeding teammates in transition. Clark refused to be rattled. She ended the first half with 14 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And more importantly, the Fever were within striking distance. The third quarter is where things really shifted. Coming out of halftime, Clark looked like a woman possessed. You could see it in her eyes. She was locked in. She started the half by blowing by her defender and finishing a tough layup through contact. And on the very next possession, another deep three. Boom.
Told me, just give yourself a little grace as you kind of figure things back out, as you get back into the groove here. I've missed 5 games. My teammates have played 5 more games than I have. So it's just going to be a little bit of, shaking the rust off, giving myself some grace. But I feel like I've prepared in the manner that I'm ready for this game. I feel like I've been great in practice. I feel like our team has been really good in practice. And, obviously practice isn't the exact replica of a game, but I think Coach White does a really good job of putting us in situations that are going to be fairly similar.
Suddenly, the Fever had the lead, but more than just scoring, Clark's defensive energy stepped up. She was hustling on closeouts, communicating on switches, and even grabbed a key steal that led to a transition bucket. This was a different level of effort, and it clearly sparked the rest of the team.
And Cunningham is
Kaylin
down
from the
behind
logo.
the
Oh
play.
my God!
But they've got taken care to fire away from 3. And Cunningham just now getting up as she stayed down near the free throw line on the other end.
Okay,
Just
why
coming
did
back.
he say that?
An
Oh
ankle injury,
my
and then
god, and
Johannes
of
very
course Marine
cool.
Johannes
Two
countered
players
not
not
for the logo. But this is why I love the NBA.
We got a shootout! We got a shootout!
Oh
my God! No!
Nalissa Smith got in on the action with monster putback dunk attempt. Aaliyah Boston dominated the paint, and Kelsey Mitchell knocked down timely jumpers. But make no mistake, Clark was the engine, with the game hanging in the balance. The fourth quarter was all about execution. Clark stayed aggressive, orchestrating the offense like a seasoned vet. She had a few moments that'll be on highlight reels for months. A nasty step-back three over Jonquil Jones, a perfect alley-oop assist to Boston, and a crossover that left Ionescu scrambling. The Liberty fought back. Stewart and Ionescu hit big shots late to tie the game with just under 2 minutes to go. But Clark wasn't done. With just 40 seconds on the clock, Caitlin took the ball at the top of the key, sized up her defender, and drilled a dagger three-pointer to give the Fever a 3-point lead. The crowd erupted. Even Liberty fans in the arena had to respect it. Then, on the next offensive possession,
and that basketball is a game of runs, and not being able to just give up in those moments. I think, especially in that run, our bench came in and provided some really, really good minutes. Really just proud of, Sophie coming back, being able to contribute like she did, plus 31 tonight. She was a big part of that run. So I think just being able to trust 1 through 11, 1 through 10, that we're going to go out there, have each other's back, and we're going to work through those tough times, because New York's a really good team. They're going to go on runs. They're going to have those moments where we can't stop them for a period of time, but it's how do we fix that? How do we change that momentum? And just really proud, of our group for staying with it.
Clark forced a turnover by anticipating a passing lane. That play sealed the game. Not only did she stuff the stat sheet, but she did it with incredible efficiency and poise. She shot over 50% from the field, took care of the basketball, and made every single person around her better. The Fever won 88-83 in a thrilling comeback that energized their entire season, and it was all led by a rookie playing like a seasoned MVP. After the game, Coach Stephanie White couldn't stop praising her point guard. She said, "Asterisk, that's the Caitlin Clark we know. Fearless, focused, and the ultimate competitor." Asterisk, she added that Clark's return was a lift for the whole locker room. Aaliyah Boston said, "It's different when Caitlin's out there. She opens up so much space for all of us, and she makes the game fun." Clark herself, she was humble but direct. "I just want to come out and play hard for my team. I miss being on the floor, and I wanted to make sure we got this one." It was personal. As expected, social media blew up.
So congrats on your great performance.
Thanks.
Just want to let you know you have a huge fan base in Hong Kong.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And
Hopefully I'll get there one day.
And today, there are 5 Hong Kong fans fly from Hong Kong to
No
Indiana.
way. Oh my gosh.
And the hour is 22 hours.
No
Your
way.
number.
Oh my goodness. Well, I wish I could have met
just want to say
them.
this, including me.
If you know them, tell them thank you for coming. That's
So-
incredible.
Yeah. So any plans you will visit Hong Kong with your teams in the future years?
Yeah, maybe we'll head to Hong Kong after the season. I mean, I certainly hope to go to Hong Kong one day. It's incredible to see the type of reach that we can have and how much people love basketball across the globe. So that's really cool. So if you know them, tell them I say hello.
NBA legends like Kevin Durant and Trae Young tweeted about Clark's range and poise. ESPN analysts were praising her leadership, and WNBA fans everywhere were lighting up the timeline with highlight clips. Even critics who had been skeptical of Clark's pro transition had to admit this wasn't just a good game. This was a statement game. Some fans compared her return performance to prime Steph Curry, while others said she looked like the future face of the WNBA. Both statements might be true. Merch sales spiked immediately after the game. Her jersey remains #1 in the WNBA store, and ticket resale prices for future Fever games have already jumped. This return game wasn't just about one win. It's about momentum. The Fever have been slowly building chemistry, and Clark's dominant return could be the spark they need to make a legit playoff push.
Coach White has told me, just give yourself a little grace as you kind of figure things back out, as you get back into the groove here. I've missed 5 games. My teammates have played 5 more games than I have. So it's just going to be a little bit of, shaking the rust off, giving myself some grace. But I feel like I've prepared in the manner that I'm ready for this game. I feel like I've been great in practice. I feel like our team has been really good in practice. And, obviously practice isn't the exact replica of a game, but I think Coach White does a really good job of putting us in situations that are going to be fairly similar.
With her leadership, scoring, and ability to get teammates involved, the Fever are starting to look like a real threat. And more importantly, Clark is showing the league she can handle the pressure, the physicality, and the expectations. If this performance is any indication, she's only just getting started. The Liberty might be title contenders, but tonight they ran into a player who's writing her own story. So what did we learn? Caitlin Clark isn't just a rookie. She's a game changer. Her return against the New York Liberty wasn't just amazing. It was fearless, calculated, and inspiring. She didn't hold back, and now the rest of the league knows. If you leave the door open even a little, she's going to kick it down, whether you love her or love to hate her. One thing's clear, Caitlin Clark is the real deal. And if this game is a preview of what's coming next, the WNBA better be ready. Let us know in the comments. What was your favorite moment from Caitlin's return game? Do you think the Fever can ride this momentum into the postseason? And who's your early pick for Rookie of the Year? Smash that like button if you enjoyed the video, and make sure to subscribe for more WNBA coverage, Caitlin Clark highlights, and deep dives into every jaw-dropping performance this season. Clark didn't hold back, and neither will we. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more WNBA updates.